I feel like all my years come with lessons. So the woman I was a year ago expected nothing different, but while I learned a lot, the lessons came a much different way. It felt more like a test. A test to see if I was really ready for what I'd been saying I was ready for. To see if I'd do the same things I'd always done, or has the pattern finally been recognized. And every time I submitted an answer, it's like I confirmed pieces of myself. Some parts were completely removed, some upgraded, some still need some work, and some are brand new, but all together, they make the woman I am today. And if I could sit down with the woman I was a year ago and just gently guide her into what was to come, I'd have so much to say. But knowing me, she probably wouldn't listen anyway. So maybe you will. A lot of what currently occupies your mind literally does not deserve the space. And that's not to say that these things are not important. They're important to you right now in this moment. But are they important when it comes to the grand scheme of things? No. Your job basically is just to continue to remain flexible and just continue to flow. Like, all that really remains consistent is just your need to flow with the ebbs, okay? So while you are consuming yourself with certain topics and certain plans and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to certain events and I'm going to pursue this, that, and the other, and you're ready to just like go all in, like dive head first, give your all to these things, just remember that you probably shouldn't do all that unless you truly, truly determine that this venture or this person or these things, these activities, whatever the case may be, they truly deserve all that energy from you. In the meantime, just enjoy getting to know situations, being entertained by certain spaces or doing things just to see like, okay, I think I enjoy the energy of this space, or I enjoy the energy of these people. Because what may be important to you right now in the moment, as you continue to learn things and you continue to go about things, even as you continue to be in certain spaces and do those things, you're for sure going to make a determination regarding whether or not you really do care about it. Like, maybe you don't. And if you gave so much energy to it before actually determining that it really was something for you, it was just energy exerted, honestly, for no reason. And like, I hate saying that things are for no reason, because it's like nothing's ever for no reason. Like, you learn something from it, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna realize like, okay, maybe I just shouldn't do that in the future. Like, you're gonna learn something from it, but also just to save you from that, just take it one step at a time. And just remember that if you're consuming yourself and you're feeling like something's stressing you out and you gotta like plan and it's just like making you feel overwhelmed and just like it's too much, it's okay to just take a step back. Because in the grand scheme of things, in this big old life that you're living and all these experiences that you're meant to have, this is such a small portion of it. And if it is determined that it's going to be a large portion of it, if it's going to be a mega part of your life, you are going to feel and you are going to see that. But until then, just have fun. You feel the way you feel for a reason. And whenever you want to downplay how you feel, just dig deeper instead. You have a certain feeling about things, about people, whatever, for a reason. And you immediately shutting down your intuition, shutting down your inner voice, your thoughts, by being like, oh no, I'm thinking too much into it. Oh no, I'm just being mean. Oh no, I'm just da. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to yourself. And you know that. And you shouldn't be doing that. Don't gaslight yourself, okay? You don't gaslight other people. Don't gaslight yourself. Love yourself by not gaslighting yourself, by listening to yourself the first time, because that inner voice is your intuition. It is the divine. It is God in them trying to let you know something. And a lot of people ignore that, including you. And you need to stop doing that, okay, Bookie? Listen the first time. Honor your emotions. Honor your thoughts. Dive deeper into them. Why am I feeling this way? If I feel like I want to downplay it, why do I feel like I want to downplay it? Why can't this be true? Why can't this lead somewhere? Give yourself the opportunity to think about that more. Get to the root of why you feel the way you feel. So number one, don't tell yourself, oh, this is nothing. What I'm thinking is nothing. I shouldn't be thinking like this. This is a negative state of mind. I don't need to be in it. Like, don't downplay it and don't like toss it to the side that way, but also don't go to the opposite extreme where you're just like cutting shit off and just being like, no, 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 because that inner voice said something. Literally, it may not always mean this is a no. It may just mean tread lightly, watch closely, monitor, pay attention. Prepare to spread your wings, okay? Always just be ready to try, because whatever thoughts and dreams that you're having, they deserve to be brought to fruition, even if it is just you giving it a try and just seeing how it goes. And you're meant to have those experiences. So just be ready to spread your wings. Be ready to give yourself the opportunity to fly and to just also maybe fall. Like maybe you're gonna fall, but again, these lessons and these experiences, they all just lead you to where you're ultimately supposed to be. When you're just always ready to basically say yes to yourself, like when you have an idea, when you have a creative venture that you want to pursue, that you want to just look into, that you want to just see, like, okay, let's just see how this goes. Like, give that a chance and just let's just see. Let's just see. But at the end of the day, it's never okay to be like, oh, I'm not ready yet, or I need to learn this first. I need to get these things first. I need to have better equipment or better tools. Like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. No, none of that. You are ready. Once that idea lands in your head, once that dream is with you, once you are thinking about these things, you're ready. That's literally what it means. That's why it's here with you now. And if you let it pass you by, if you're just like, oh, I'm not ready, or no, I can't do it, I don't have the time. Like if you make the excuses and you don't pursue that thing, it's going to leave you. It's going to go to somebody else and they're going to be the ones to do it. And you just going to be sitting here looking crazy like, dang, like I wanted to do that. All right, maybe I'll do it now. Like you're gonna delay your destiny, basically. So don't do that to yourself. Always be ready to spread your wings and just have fun with it, and don't put too much pressure on things. You will quite literally never receive you from other people, ever. And that's because they ain't you. You are literally one of a kind, and so are they. So just receive what people give you, and you can either choose to accept or reject that. But also just know that not everyone has bad intentions when they do something that you wouldn't necessarily do, or they don't do something that you would have done in the moment, okay? Like, I know you're perfect. You are perfection personified. So anything that anybody would do that is not what you would do, and vice versa, that means there's something wrong with them. No, that's not what that means, okay, Bookie? But that just means that everybody is their own person, and you can choose to accept that or reject it. But it doesn't always mean something bad. It doesn't always mean that they don't care. It doesn't always mean that they have a problem. We read the 4 agreements at least once a year for a reason. It's because we need to remember that everybody is living in their own world, and also that we are not meant to take anything personally. And we have been doing better with that. We've been doing better with not taking things personally, but let's just keep working on it. And let's just also remember that everyone is their own individual person, and not to expect yourself from others. Be patient as you navigate just being a human, okay? You are complex, and you have conflicting desires and hopes and dreams, for sure. You want to do all the things, and some things that you want may be like the complete opposite to other things that you want. Like you want a sense of adventure, but you also want stability and security, and you want a sense of home, but then you also want to be immersed in the unknown and experience different things and cultures and places. And what you want, because you are a complex human, they're going to be conflicting, they're going to compete, and they're going to be different, and you can pursue each and everything. You have this life to live, and it's going to come with your many different eras. And right now you're in a certain era, and then your next era is going to look different, and then the era after that, and the era after that, and all those desires that you want have plenty of time to be pursued and to be acquired and to be attained. You don't have to be frustrated when you're noticing like, I don't know which way I want to go. don't know what I want, because I want this, but then I want this. You can have it all. Maybe not all at the same time, or maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe you can. But just know that you can have it all. You don't have to just pick one or the other. Don't grow impatient with you just like wanting to go in so many different directions and wanting to experience so many different things. This is your first time here. This is your first time here living life, okay? And there's so many things to explore and so many things to do and people to meet and just like places to be, and it's exciting, and it also can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Just take your time and know that you will get everything that you want, and you will do all that you can. You will make the plans, you will learn the things in order to make sure that that is a fact. Be open to a complete shift and change in priorities. You will very soon see why you never got what you thought you wanted, how you've been guided essentially to replace those previous visions with dreams that are just far, far better. And honestly, you're going to be further reminded, and it's going to be further confirmed that every rejection is literally redirection. And there's gratitude to be found in all of it. Thank God I did not get what I wanted before. Because you are going to see, like, no, there is a life so much better out there for me. And that's why that one didn't work out, because I am meant for so much better, because God and them got something so much better lined up for me that if I would have went down that path, this would have never been realized. It would have never had the chance to come to fruition, or it would have been delayed, and it would have looked a lot different than what it ultimately, at the best, was meant to be. But because this shit didn't work out and you accepted that and you left it alone, it gave you time to realize what is really better suited for you, especially as you continue to grow and just like evolve as a human. Now you want far better things for yourself. Now you know yourself a lot better. And speaking of that, you're gonna cry. And it's not always from hurting, but more so from learning. You're gonna feel all the shifts. And just because it doesn't hurt, it doesn't mean that it necessarily feels good. And just because you are making far better decisions for yourself, it doesn't mean that you don't occasionally wish that things were different. Just because it's getting easier to decide to do what is best for you doesn't mean that what you have to do is easy. So just be ready for the conflicting emotions. Be ready to discover your resilience, and be ready for all these moments to unlock depths and help cultivate a much stronger relationship with yourself on a soul level. But also be ready for these moments to destroy many pieces of yourself that were a part of who you have always been. So honestly, just cheers to evolving, okay? Cheers to just being open to all the gifts that every year of life can bring you. And cheers to just loving yourself enough to continue to grow and learn and just flow with it all. And just being grateful for life and all the little things and the big things and just everything. Just cheers, babe. Just cheers. Keep going. I'm so proud of you. Let's get it. Clink, clink.